No doubt Luma Fusion is the most powerful video editor for iOS today. It was developed with the intention of providing a powerful tool for professionals who use mobile devices to create content. And this tool is at your fingertips. In a few minutes and without requiring experience, you can edit your video professionally. Let's see how. Before we know the functions or feature of this application, let's configure your project. Once configured, all upcoming projects will default to the same configuration. It's a way to save your time if all of your videos will have the same setup. To configure your project, simply tap the black screen or the image that appears in the preview window. The last icon is the configuration function of your project. Touching it will bring up the current project setup. The first option is frame rate. Just slide to choose the desired frame rate. As an example, we will leave this configuration, frame rate 30. After choosing the frame rate you want, just touch the X. The next option is frame aspect. There are several pre-configured formats. I will choose 16:9, landscape. Touch the X again. The next functions will be how you want to leave your next projects as default. I will use the same configuration as the current project. Frame rate 30 and frame aspect 16:9, landscape. Next function is fit mode. How you want your video to fit into your project. Fit, fill, focus, stretch. This function can also be configured according to your needs when editing each clip. The next functions are to set the duration of an insert of a photo, title or video transition. For example, when putting a photo in your storyboard, it will have the default duration of 2 seconds. You can adjust, when editing your video, or leave it here, by default on this configuration. The same is true for the duration of the title or the transition. To increase time, just slide with your finger to the right or left. The last option is the preview. Faster, balance, best. I prefer the faster option. Done. Your project now is set up. Now let's import some clips. To import files for your project, you need to choose the source from which it will import. Just touch the upper left corner, and it will open a small window with several options. Photo. Items. Royalty-free music. Imported. Titles. Transitions. Choosing photos will appear the folders of your camera. Just choose the folder you want. To make your work easier, you'd want to put all the videos and photos in a specific folder. So you just have to open in Luma Fusion, the folder where all the files are. To return to the previous window with all the folders, just touch the name of the folder you are at the top. Probably photo/album. After choosing the desired folder, will appear the clips and photos that you will work. You can choose the way you want to see your clips listed. Just tap the 3 small circles after the name of the folder you are. It will open a small window with the option of how you want to view the clips. The auto option will appear all clips in thumbnail. The second option is in smaller thumbnail, listings, with information about the video. Below is the import media option for you to import from external servers like Dropbox, Box, Google Drive and OneDrive. When choosing the desired cloud service, just log in with your username and password. All imported files will be included in the imported folder in the home menu under royalty-free music. The next option in the menu is iTunes. In this option you can import the audios to insert into your project. The next option is royalty-free music. These are songs that can be used in your project at no cost. Next, we have the imported option. This is the folder where the clips that were imported from your cloud service are. Titles. Here you can create titles, credit listings, description, or low third. Using ready-made templates that can be edited. You can save a default template so you do not need to be creating the same title times after times. Transitions. There are several styles of transitions that can make your project more dynamic or personalized. They can also be used when entering a photo or titles or the description of the video. When you choose your first clip, the preview will appear in the window according to your layout. You can leave the preview window on the left or right side or even full screen. To adjust the layout of the storyboard, just touch the icon in the lower right corner. There are 8 layout options that you can choose according to your need. When the selected clip appears in the preview window, you will have various options and information. Tap the arrow to the left to open a window with all the information in the video. In this window, you have the option to add annotations, rename the clip name, and even put a colored tag to make your project more organized. To close this window, just touch the arrow to the right. To trim the clip, or choose the part of the video you want, simply drag the blue bar at the beginning or end of the video. If you want to make a more accurate trim, simply slide your finger under the blue bar. When you slide your finger, you can choose desired frame. After choosing, just touch the initial marker. After choosing the final frame, touch the end marker. After trimming the clip, you can drag with your finger from the imported window to the storyboard or touch the down arrow. This arrow only appears when you will put video on the first track. Luma Fusion gives an option of placing 3 video tracks. When your video is already on the storyboard, when you touch it, the blue color will be highlighted, differentiating the selected clip from the others. On the left side of your storyboard, 6 options appear when the first track video is selected. For other tracks, 5 will appear. The first option is audio. Here you have the option of controlling 6 audio tracks. 3 relating to the audio of the clips, and the other 3, audio tracks. You can lower or increase the audio of clips. You can mute a specific track by sliding the little circle, blue or green, to the left until it turns red. Or you can mute all tracks by tapping the speaker icon to make it red. To close this window of audio, just touch the icon of audio, that is blue. Next option is link, unlink. You can link audios, title, videos, or transition with the first video track. When the files are linked, moving the track will move the files together. If you delete this track, the files will also be deleted. If you have unlink, you can move or delete the first track without moving or deleting files from other tracks. Next option is overwrite mode and insert mode. When overwrite mode is enabled, adding a new clip over the selected track will overwrite the video proportional to its size. For example, if you put a 10-second clip on top of a 30-second clip, the 10-second clip will overwrite 10 seconds of the 30-second clip. In this case, clip that had 30 seconds will have 20 seconds of content. When it is disabled, it will remain as insert mode. In this case, when adding the clip at the beginning of the track, it will push all the clips forward. Remember to link all files to move together. The next option is duplicate. You can duplicate the clips, audios, photos, title or transitions. Just select and touch the duplicate. Next option is to cut. You can cut or split your clip just where the cursor is, which is vertical blue bar. When you touch the scissors icon, 2 options will appear: All and Selected. All will cut all tracks that the cursor is in it. Selected will only cut the track you selected. If by chance you cut a wrong clip, you can always use the undo option. The last option is delete. Just select the desired clip or file, and touch the trash can. If you delete the first track and all the files are linked, all will be deleted. Again, if you delete the wrong file, use the undo option. At the right side, at the end of your storyboard, will appear 4 options. The first is the fit frame. In this option you can crop the video, changing the angle, reversing or changing the position, decrease density of the video. In the same bar where the play, forward, or rewind buttons appear, you have an icon for a photo camera. When touching it, you will make a snapshot of the frame that the video is in. The second option is speed and reverse. You can increase the speed of the video or slow motion. You can invert the video, keeping it if you want, the audio pitch. Next option is audio. You can control the volume of your clip by increasing or decreasing it. The last option is the color and effects. There are already several color presets and effects you can use and edit. In the same clip you have the possibility to put up to 5 options of colors and effects. You can always use the undo or redo option to return if you do not like the change. This option are the 2 opposite curved arrows. To get back to the storyboard, just touch the arrow in the upper left corner. After we have done a quick review of each LumaFusion function, we can continue with our project. Once you have added the clips, have worked on the colors and effects, you can put the titles and some description and transitions. First, place a title. Go to the menu by tapping in the upper left corner and select title. By selecting a title, you can drag to the desired position. To edit the title, simply tap it twice or touch the strip movie icon located where the play forward or rewind buttons appear on the left side. We'll open the window to customize your title. To edit the text, simply double tap the text of your title. After editing, tap Done. The same must be done for other texts of the same title. On the right side you have options to personalize your title. You can change the background color, font, size, density, distance and others. Once you have edited your title, you can put an animation on it. Go to the menu and choose Transitions. Drag a transition in front of your title. If you want to increase or decrease the size of the tracks on your storyboard, place your 2 fingers on the track and make the movements to increase or decrease. You can increase the duration of this transition by moving the arrows below it to the left or to the right. Now place a description, or a low third, as it is normally called. Go to the menu and select the title again. There choose a template. There is a possibility you can create your own, but this we can see how to do in another tutorial. After selecting and placing in the clip, double tap it to edit. You'll see the same options when you've edited the title. After editing, go back to the storyboard. Also put an animation on it by adding a transition. Go to the menu and choose Transitions. Again choose a transition and bring it up in front of your description. Change the duration if you need to. You can also customize your description or title by importing your logo. Remember that you can use the duplicate option to save time, especially if you made several changes to the title and description. Now, put transition between each clip if you wish. At the end, you can put the credits using the same steps to put the title. Finally, we can put a background music. In Luma Fusion there are royalty-free music audios. If you do not like any, you can import from other sites that offer this type of service. Before saving your final project, watch full screen by changing the layout of the storyboard. If you do not need any changes, you can export your video. Just touch the preview window and the 4 icons will appear. The first icon is a camera to take a snapshot of the frame that your video is stopped. The second option is to export the video. Touching it will show you some services that you can log in and export. I'd rather save on camera roll, watch closely, and then send to other services, like YouTube or Vimeo. When selecting the camera roll, you have the option to make the setting that you want to export, and will appear the estimate of how much space will be used from your memory. Done. Your project is finished. If you want to start another project or go back to an old one, just touch the icon with a plus sign that appears in the bar next to the film strip. Soon we will have other tutorials on how you can leave your project more professional. Subscribe to receive the upcoming videos.